Russia claims it will scale back some of its military operations.
But that announcement was met with much skepticism. Dana Rebick joins us with more. Dana.
Well, following a round of these talks today, Russian officials say they will be studying a draft agreement and offer counter proposals in hopes of bringing this month-long war to an end. This could be laying out a possible framework for a future peace deal. But many are cynical given Russia's behavior since the war began. As peace talks commenced in Turkey between Russian and Ukrainian officials, Russian forces bombed a regional government building in Mykolaiv, a gaping hole seen in the middle of the structure. The blast killed at least 12 and injured 22, rescuers searching for survivors. A rocket also fell near a playground in the middle of residential buildings in that city.
They've been attacking Ukraine, as we have been talking about now for several weeks, on multiple lines of axis.
But today, Moscow said it would drastically reduce military activity in Kyiv. Senior U.S. officials calling this a major strategy shift to focus efforts on the south and east and possibly carve Ukraine into two, like North and South Korea.
We'll find out what they do, but in the meantime, we're going to continue to keep strong the sanctions. We're going to continue to provide the Ukrainian military with their capacity to defend themselves.
The Pentagon confirmed troop movement out of the country's capital today, but in small numbers, calling this a redeployment, not a withdrawal.
It does not mean that the threat to Kyiv is over. Russia has failed in its objective of capturing Kyiv. It's failed in its objective of subjugating Ukraine. But they can still inflict massive brutality on the country.
Evacuation corridors in southeast Ukraine reopened after a day-long pause. President Volodymyr Zelensky spoke to Danish lawmakers in Copenhagen via video link, saying more than 100,000 people are still trapped in Mariupol, forced to melt snow for drinking water. As civilians turned soldiers trained to continue to defend their country, refugees are cautiously optimistic but still skeptical the war will end anytime soon.
As the history shows, Russians never keep their word, and it would be, I really cannot predict what the outcome of that will be, but negotiations are always necessary in the time of war.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said today he was open to compromise over the contested eastern region of Donbas and declare the country's neutrality to not join NATO, but with security guarantees from the major powers. He also agreed to host talks over the next 15 years on the future of the Crimean Peninsula, which Russia annexed in 2014. All of this today is setting up a possible face-to-face meeting between Zelensky and Putin in the coming days.
That might be very interesting.
Yes, we'll have to see if that comes to fruition.
Thank you, Dana. Coming up, turning away migrants